Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. So I want to recap the Snowdens from this week's episode of Seeking Sister Wife, and I got a bunch of other tea on the Snowdens I wanted to talk about in this video. So I watched this 2-hour interview between John Yates and a couple. They were like super close with Dimitri for a long time, and they spilled so much tea on Dimitri being a scam artist, and so many people have said he's a scam artist now, and there's a lot more going on with all that. I did want to summarize a few key points from that interview and also talk about the Snowdens in this episode. So this guy said that Dimitri was trying to get these free military vehicles built for him in exchange for a TV show. Like Dimitri was like, hey, I got some, plugs with the TLC, and we can get you your own reality TV show of making all these military grade vehicles, and that never happened. So Dimitri was trying to talk this couple into coming on Seeking Sister Wife, and he said, you guys will make $7,500 an episode, and I already know that's BS because people from 90 Day Fiance only make $1,000, and Love After Lockup people only make $2,000 an episode, so there's no way they're paying them $7,500 episode. I do not believe that one bit. So Dimitri was trying to talk this couple into coming on Seeking Sister Wife, and even though they aren't polygamous, because this couple went to the same restaurant a lot, and they were like an older white couple, and there's this young beautiful black woman that worked at this restaurant, and she was super close with this family, and she would sit down on her breaks and eat with the family sometimes when they came to her restaurant. So Dimitri said they could come on the show and fake being polygamous with this waitress, and he said it would be a big deal because it would be the first interracial couple on Seeking Sister Wife history, and TLC would love the age gap and the girl's personality. So I thought that was pretty crazy, and Dimitri was like, oh, I already talked to TLC and told them about it and told them that you guys aren't really polygamous, we're just gonna play this part. And Dimitri said allegedly that TLC knew and they were cool with them just putting on this front that they were polygamous even though they weren't, just so they could get the ratings. So I thought that was pretty crazy. So as of last night on the episode, where they're at on the episode, Dimitri is asking Ashley if she's fine with the fact that Christine will legally be Miss Snowden, because technically Ashley and Dimitri aren't married. So Ashley said she's going to be fine with it and she's looking forward to it, and Ashley said her and Dimitri already set things up, so if anything ever happened to Dimitri, her and the kids are already taken care of, so that gives Ashley a peace of mind. So Dimitri and Ashley, they packed up Taylor's clothes and they sent them back to Texas, and at this point in the show, Christine and her girls have been with the Snowdens for over 5 months now, and Christine said she did not plan to be over in the United States this long, and Christine is really missing her family a lot, especially her dad. Ashley thinks Christine has been an energetic addition to the family, and she's feeling really good about everything. Dimitri says Christine tempers him in a way that helps him be successful, and Ashley is hesitant because after they married Vanessa, we know what happened with her. She moved out 2 months later, but they feel like Christine is here for all the right reasons, and she's gonna be, here forever. They're forever wife. So there was a spoiler for the next episode, and Dimitri makes the whole backyard like super pretty with all these flowers, lights, and rose petals, and gets on one knee and proposes. And as we know, they got married because right now they are in the process of divorce. And with this interview between John Yates and this couple that dealt with Dimitri, there are so many things that came out. The fact that Dimitri, this guy spent over $100,000 of his own money to buy these military grade vehicles and try to remember the show Pimp My Ride? It's like they're trying to do like a thing like Pimp My military vehicle, and make them super cool, and like I said, Dimitri said, you give me these vehicles and I'll give you a show and you're gonna be a millionaire. And at first he promised him he was gonna make like $2 million when they sold the show, blah blah blah, and of course that never happened, and this guy is out $100,000 of his own money. Another interesting thing I heard from this interview this guy did, he said that Christine left in January, and Dimitri had left for 4 months, from like it was like 4 months, like July to November, and then he came back like January to August and was spending with this guy and his wife living in the house, and he left Ashley back at home with the kids all by herself for like 4 months at a time. And like the first time, Crystalline was with Ashley, so it wasn't as bad. But you know, like Dimitri just dips out and leaves Crystalline and Ashley behind with the kids to kind of fend for themselves. I don't think that's right whatsoever. And so Dimitri was super crazy, going and like almost charged at this man when he found out he wasn't going to be able to get all this military vehicles for free and stuff. And so Dimitri and the man ended up making up, and the man, Dimitri convinced the man to let Crystalline come visit for a week, and then he said Ashley was going to come visit for a week after that. So Crystalline came down and visited with Dimitri and this couple for a week, and Dimitri and Crystalline were staying on this man's air mattress in the living room. And then I guess when Crystalline put the restraining order on Dimitri and said that he slammed her head into a headboard, I guess the date on the restraining order and when it happened was supposedly at this couple that Dimitri and Crystalline were staying with for that week. And this couple said there's no way that happened because they were staying on an air mattress and there was no headboard on the air mattress. And people also did think it was odd that Crystalline waited 3 months to put the restraining order in. But hey, I think that she just wanted to make sure she was in a safe place before she finally did do it. As a lot of people already know, there was a GoFundMe started for Crystalline. If you look up Ariande Joseph GoFundMe on Google, it will get you right there. I think they've raised about like $5,000 so far. And I donated $20. And it's cool because I see several other YouTubers in there donating. Several other cast members in there donating, and it's just so heartwarming to see all these people come together to help out Crystalline, because I know she really needs it. People are saying that she's in LA, but she's gonna have to move out of the place that she's staying here in 2 weeks, so she really needs the money to figure out things. And she also still has her 2 daughters, and she's gonna have to get a lawyer because she's gonna have to deal with immigration because she's still stuck in the United States, unfortunately. And South Africa, where she was living, their borders are still closed, so she's unable to go home even though she wants to really bad. So I feel really bad for Crystalline. My heart goes out to Crystalline, and so do my prayers. And I hope she gets everything figured out. From what I've heard, everybody says she's such a great person and she does not deserve any of this. Nobody deserves to go through this kind of crap. But that's it for this video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you turn on the bell notification so you don't miss the tea while it's still hot. Have a good day, guys.